Hello, I am Archivist Aaron, and welcome to my study. And today, we are back to playing some Torchlight 2, which should be up in a moment. There we go. It always does this with these full screen type games. But anyways, which actually I guess I could just un-full screen the games, but I don't want to do that. Anyways, last time we were playing on this mage right here, and I decided to actually reset the re-roll the world a bit, because generally around this point you end up in a situation. I did get some regen, right? Yeah, I did. Okay, good. We're good. But you usually end up in a bit of a situation where your level falls behind what you need for the area that you're in. Not always, but especially on the higher difficulties, you'll end up kind of struggling in this middle area. And I didn't really want to do that. So we've re-rolled just to get some extra XP and some extra loot before moving on to the higher level areas. And I need to remember what this character does, which shouldn't be difficult because we just have a wand and frost spell, I think. Pretty self-explanatory overall. Did I never do this quest last time? Did this just never show up? Because I don't seem to remember this when it comes to, you know, things that we did. I wonder if this place can spawn just without this guy at all.
Yes.
Yeah, I got the thingy. I guess I'll take a tab? Because I don't think our pet has any of those. No. Okay, well, easy quest, I suppose. I don't think the quests themselves reset when you re-roll the world. I think it's just all the enemies. So we definitely didn't do that one at any point, or else it would have still been completed, I'm pretty sure. But so far our wands are doing quite well for us. Yeah, we should probably spend points here. I think we were just going all in on focus, which makes sense. Oh, we're getting to some pretty good execute chances right there. Let's see. We got Icy Blast. We could also get Hailstorm. I don't know what I want my secondary attack to be. Probably one of the higher level skills, right? So we'll just stick with what we have for now. And mainly look at passives. Of course, I could just upgrade this again. Target's damage is reduced by 20%. That seems good. We got the tier 1 bonus now. So that's a good thing, probably. Okay, and here's where the dungeon is, again. And hopefully we get plenty of good loot going through here. And of course more XP. And maybe we'll actually find a secret room this time, because I don't think there was a secret room last time we played this. Which is quite upsetting, because I always try to keep an eye out for the secret rooms, and there isn't always one. Dang sarcophagi. But yeah, nothing in here seems to be particularly a threat now. Stop clicking on them down there. Stop. No. Click on the urn. The urn. It's right there. Thank you. I probably should have just shift clicked. Alright, nothing too bad. We can just spam this out as well until our charge is gone. Our charge is gone, but lots of enemies here, so might as well. So yeah, I'm still not sure how good this build is going to be in the long, you know, over the long term, but it might be good. It might be horrible. Who am I to say? We'll just kind of have to see what happens. Are these guys connected to some special guy? 'Cause they were all electrified. I don't know if that was my bonus. Okay, this isn't a dead end. There's more down here. Door. Thank you. Trying to shoot at things through the door before actually attacking or going through the door itself is not the greatest idea. Yeah, the first time we came here, we were very stuck in this area because of the boss area was really just a funnel, and it had both the boss and a bunch of enemies and a special unit, like one of those mini boss guys, which I think are just called champion units or something. But yeah, it had a bunch of enemies just funneled right into there, and I did not appreciate it. But let's hope this time goes better. Although even if it is a funnel, I kind of doubt that we could possibly have too much trouble on the boss at this point. Okay, and there's still an area up here we haven't explored. Oh, and there's slimes. Nice to be able to fight the slimes from a distance. Get the urn. Thank you. It had a poison trap, because of course it did. No buttons. I keep needing to like remind myself to be on the lookout. If you let your guard down for just 1 minute, you could end up walking right past the secret without ever seeing it. And that would be quite the tragedy. Yeah, thus far not super XP efficient because we're still in the lower level area thus far. But once we get up to the next area, things should get a bit more XP dense. And of course we can kill the boss and see what they have for us. Oh, and there's a part over here we never explored. What's over this way? Oh, a lot of things. Oh, and there's a boss down there. But our health regen is just not keeping up sufficiently. I guess I am kind of rushing through. And thus we're not giving it a ton of time to, you know, heal itself up, but still. Alright, well, we got this guy. He doesn't look that tough. And yeah, he was not that tough. Which is just good news for me. Was that like a little spider that just had a farmer's shotgun in it? I don't know exactly how that works, but you know. Good thing the spider was keeping itself well defended, I guess. I don't know. I don't know the physics on it, but it's probably a good thing. We don't need to understand how the spider holds on to such things. We just need to be happy that it gives it to us when it is dead. So then, boss time. Can we get to the boss from here? No, we need to go around the other side. But we do have the speed buff. I kind of forgot we had that. Not that it was really useful until right now. What was this? Oh, damage reflection, right. And look, it is once again a funnel. Luckily, the big boss didn't attack us at the same time as that smaller boss. Because that's what happened the first time, and that is just no good. There's the big boss. Yeah, it shouldn't be an issue, except I don't want to use healing potions. Ow. We have to, though. That's fine. See, he paid our potion back, so we're good. Oh, that's a lot of them. That's fine. Probably. Those shields have so much health. So yeah, even out of this whole dungeon, we didn't really get all that much XP, sadly. But We are still kind of on the lower end of stuff right now.
My inventory is full.
Oh, my inventory is full. I was kind of expecting that to happen a lot sooner, and it just kind of didn't. I guess these would be good because they increase our chance to freeze. We don't need the axe. We don't need most of this stuff, I would assume. Because there aren't many blue items in there. Oh yeah, pet, go back to town. Not that it's incredibly necessary to have a pet in such an area as this. How is it that I couldn't hit them around the brazier, but they could hit me? That seems a little unfair to me. Alright, well that's everything here. And I think we were just in the next area. Because yeah, I think we were still working on the dungeons down here. So this place should be much more our level. And thus give much more XP, hopefully. Oh, my pet is back from town. How delightful. Once again, these things just have infinite health. But that's fine. And let's see, what level are we now? We're level 10, so these level 8 enemies are indeed right around our level. You know, I need to get some like life steal or something. Or a healing spell of some sort. Just something that'll help me recover health a little bit faster on average. I just can't hit this guy. That's unfair. Yeah, that health regen is not cutting it. I mean, at least I have any at all, which is giving us a lot more longevity than we would have had otherwise, but it's still not amazing. Just gotta try to avoid using healing potions wherever we can. Okay, that area is cleared out. There's a guy down there. Was that the only entrance to that area? Looks like it. Okay, and that was all that was in there. So now I don't remember what our current quests are, but we'll just kind of go towards the stars and hope for the best. Oh, fishing hole. A secret fishing hole. I don't know what the difference between the different fishing hole types is. But, oh, I think that was a wand we pulled up there. But I know that there's like promising fishing holes and stuff. A training collar. It seems like the secret one has the highest like forms of loot, maybe, because we got 2 items and a fish. Oh, that's not really better than ours because it has less armor, but it's probably still good to sell. And what's this? Plus 2% to all damage, or the 1 mana drain. I don't think the mana drain is all that important, right? Let's try out having this one. What does that look like? It's still about the same. It still has the poison look. I guess that makes sense because it has majority poison damage on it. So I guess that makes sense. Ah, yes, we were gonna do the pirate area. What are you doing here? This isn't the right level for you. Get out of here. This place is pretty empty, surprisingly. It's kind of a large field that just had 1 zombie and nothing else in it. A heater shield, very nice. Oh, and you guys are explosive? You're not getting frozen in place. If only the explosions hurt themselves. Of course, I guess that would be a bit too easy if this guy got hurt by his own minions' explosions. Okay. Easy enough. We've almost gotten another level now. Nothing down here. Okay, and this has a golden key always, so there must be a golden chest somewhere on this map then. Okay, and the archer for some reason jumped down into melee. That was not his brightest move, I must say. Did that archer just set himself on fire? I think he did. Oh, great. Oh, we froze it. Nice. Frozen again. There we go. How did a cursed sword turn into a staff? I guess that's just something we're not supposed to ask. Did that fire just disappear entirely? I think it did. I do like having the freeze spell to be able to kite things a bit more efficiently. Definitely helps a lot with having a bit of a build where you need to stand back a bit more. Oh, hey, boss. And this is, I guess, mostly it would probably be described as a Diablo-esque game. Even though I've never played Diablo, so I wouldn't know how accurate that is, but that is mainly what I've heard people describe the genre as. I just kind of use it as, you know, go around and explode enemies simulator, which is always fun. Oh, that is a lot of skeletons. Why exactly? I'll make more skeletons to face the skeletons, because obviously it can never go wrong. We may need to use a healing potion here. This does not look like a great situation. And it looks like that's... I don't know, it looks like that's some kind of special pillar thing that keeps summoning all these guys. I didn't even notice it because it was kind of backed up in that corner. Blood Ember spec, actually probably the best Ember we could be getting right now. RTS? Yeah, no, it wouldn't be an RTS. I don't know what it would be. Winter not hitting too hard. Oh, I like winter personally. Probably my favorite season. Oh, is this guy just stuck in the wall here? Just like that other guy over there. We'll just unload all of our frost into him. Nice. Yeah, I don't think this was supposed to be, like, backed into this corner like this. I think that is, not intended. But that's fine. Let's get more focus, because who needs anything else? And then skill point, probably more elemental attunement. Still don't know fully what that does exactly, but probably something good. Oh, we get another one of these. All those archers do so much damage. But yeah, in winter, I don't have to deal with, you know, worrying constantly about my air conditioner. Because, you know, in summer, I just kind of run the air conditioner 24/7 because I really hate the heat. But in the winter, you can just have the window open and the fan on, and then you're fine. Get my skeletons in there. Yeah, no, I don't think I could live in any part of the world that is... Why is he keep jumping like that? Bro, it's called a ramp. Okay. Yeah, I don't think I could live anywhere that's much hotter than where I am now. Okay, so I'm assuming you're talking about that skill. And it's only when I do magic damage? That makes sense. Because, yeah, it doesn't specify... I don't think it does. Yeah, it doesn't exactly specify when that procs, so that is good information. Oh, Mimic. Gotta always be prepared for one of those.
I am wounded.
Man, it is not a good place. Pet, can you come down here, please? Okay, thank you. I need to be in a better position where I can actually hit this thing.
My mana is low.
My mana is low. We didn't even freeze it. Oh, it probably took so many hits because it said resists elemental attacks, so that makes a lot of sense. And this is dead end? How did we get up here? We came from over here, okay. And our healing is still absolutely not good. Which we could actually improve right now. If we get something that we know we'll have for a while, like this, is probably good. We can shove this into this, and put this on. More health regen. By how much? Oh. That's just 48 health, not health regen. Usually the Blood Ember specs are health regen, but I guess it could be either one. They're kind of randomized. Well, that's still good. Not what I was hoping, but still good. Because usually those are my favorite specs due to giving you the regen. We don't need any of this, really. We could use this. I mean, 3 strength, I don't know how helpful that will be. But I was keeping it. But I think 2% more gold and increased chance of freezing might be better. Pet, go back to town. There's J to see more specific stats, like on items or just in general. After this fight, I'll just press J and see what happens. Oh, these stats. Right. Only 3% dodge chance. That is a lot. So let's see. Fumble damage penalty, a lot. Fumble chances, 21%. That is always not great. How do we... Isn't that dexterity that reduces that? Kind of. That gives fumble recovery. I don't know if that's exactly just reducing fumble chance or what. But yeah, there have been many times where I'll just attack something and it seemingly just does no damage, which is never great. But our execute chance is pretty decent, which is good. Not a very high crit chance as well, though. So we're definitely going to need to invest some into some decks later in the game. Pet returns, very good. I do not like all these spear throwing guys. Skeletons, help me. get another focus thing. What is this called? Ember Mage Charge. That's all it calls it. I was pretty sure that was like a focus bar or something. Skeletons, help me again. There's just way. Oh, and I summoned more enemies. Okay. I was just about to say there are way too many enemies up here.
Not enough mana.
And then I end up summoning more enemies. So that it was just brilliant on my part, I'm sure. Oh, he also teleports. That is bad. I wonder if I freeze him, possibly. Can he still teleport? Probably. See, he's frozen now. And he didn't teleport the whole time he was frozen. Which might have just been because I wasn't close enough to him for him to teleport, but I'm not sure. Okay, he just keeps teleporting away from me, which for ranged enemies is usually good. But he's kind of a melee enemy, so he kept resetting his progress on approaching us, which is not smart for him to do. That is a lot of enemies just crowded back there. What are they doing? A good 2-spell combo? Sure. Yeah, I've never really played Ember Mage before, so I have no idea what I'm doing. Okay, we'll cleared out the corner here, which is good. Hailstorm and Prismatic Bolt. I was looking at Prismatic Bolt, and it looked pretty interesting. I had decided to go for a more Frost build, so I hadn't gone with Prismatic Bolt, but that would have been my second option. Why can I not shoot him? Okay, but he goes down pretty easily. And I don't even think the other one of him even aggroed. Yeah, no, he's still just sitting down here for some reason. Can I freeze you? Doesn't look like it. Yeah, I was kind of hoping that the frost ones would also be kind of heat-seeking, but they certainly aren't. All fun. But the main concern that I have is that, is it possible to unlearn skills once you've gotten to the point that I have? Because I know that the first couple skills you can unlearn, but after those first few, only the last 3, yeah. So if I had been building for the Prismatic Bolt the whole time, then I would have been much better set up for that kind of build. Okay, got him. That guy had a lot of health. Okay, we don't need any of this, probably. There's been like 4 bosses just in this one little area around here. I wonder why that is. Oh, Phase Beast. I don't think we were able to do the Phase Beast challenge last time. And my pet's just over here in the mosh pit. I'm trying to kite things, the pet just goes straight in. Let's get some more meat shields going. Although, can they be considered a meat shield if they're a skeleton without any meat? I don't think so. Okay, Phase B, stop running. Thank you. Oh, you're still alive. You guys have a lot of health. And there's another one of these caster guys. Okay. You said the helmet was good? I mean, extra mana recovery. I guess it is better than the one that I have. So I'll keep it. But I am still waiting for this one, which will give us 8 focus. Well, we'll figure that out later. Phase portal. Let's see how this goes this time. Let's see. You said Hailstorm was good with Prismatic Bolt. I mean, it seems to do a lot of stunning, so that would be good for big groups. Prismatic Bolt also looks good. I mean, this one is completely made for wands, so I should probably get this. Bizarre Effect. I wonder what Bizarre Effect... Icy Blast. Is that the one I'm using? It is. Alright. I don't know what Bizarre Effect means, but we'll attempt that. Oh, it's this one. The one where we need to kill things quickly. It's a bait. So the Bizarre Effect is not good. Alright, this place. I have been here before.
My mana is low. My health is low. I'm
And
badly
these
wounded.
archers do so much damage.
I'm pretty badly wounded.
Why was there a meteor? Is that what it considers a Bizarre Effect?
My mana is low. I'm badly wounded.
And these archers are just
I am
incessant. Even my potions can't out-heal them very
Not
well.
enough mana. My mana is low.
Yeah, I don't know. Is that the Bizarre Effect? If so, that seems pretty good to me. But I don't know how often it does that. Can you guys stop? Seriously, not even a potion can regen faster than they can hit you. And you can't really dodge them. Those archers just basically have aimbot. Yeah, I don't think we're being able to do the Phase Beast portal. Because even now, even though we've gotten a few extra levels since last time we tried it, that's just not great. And you don't want to fight with wands. That was like the whole build strategy here. Because focus gives you execute chance. And I was like, the only thing that mages can really use execute chance on is wands, unless I get guns, but I don't think that's really a great option for a mage. If I wanted to use guns, I would just go on Outlander. But I don't know. I mean, I guess the spells are probably the optimal way to go about it, but yeah, it is a spellcast class, but Still seems a bit odd that, oh, that I just one-shot him. Okay. Yeah, and I suppose if you get enough mana regen that you just have infinite mana, that would technically be preferable. Where'd the phase portal go? It always disappears. I don't like that. But I guess I don't need to go back in to get anything, because, you know, I was thinking about a different game when I died. I was like, oh, I need to go get my stuff back. But that's not this game. That's a different game. That meteor seems pretty good. I don't know how that is in the later game, but... And I suppose it also depends with that passive, whether the passive is good or not. If that, like, if the main thing that you're casting actually is affected by it. Because in this case, my... Oh. I am seeing some interesting and bizarre effects happening here. Because, yeah, like, the fire arrows from the sky seems to be one of the bizarre effects. I got one of those little bat things, which you normally get from the Outlander. Like the Outlander passive. I can definitely see the bizarre effects actually being like super strong if you fully upgrade the thing. Because then you have a much higher chance of them happening. Because, I mean, if you can get those little bats from it, or get meteors just falling down from the heavens all the time, I feel like that would be well worth... I mean, look at that. A bunch of poison arrows. Of course, most of them seem to be better in groups than just against individuals. Because, yeah, let's see. Does this affect Prismatic Bolt? No. Okay. Interesting. And how much is percent? Oh, it starts at 8%, but only goes up by 2% each time, so that makes sense. 'Cause if it went up by 8% each time, that would actually be kind of overpowered. I have indeed gained a level. Thank you for mentioning it, Mr. Narrator Man. Pet, you need to stop walking into all these. I'm trying to use them so we don't run into them later. And you just keep getting hit by them. It's not very smart. More focus. Okay. So we have Icy Blast, and that's pretty good. But I'm still trying to figure out what I want my second spell to be. Interesting. Because I'm not too familiar with most of these spells. And if we can't get any of the stuff back, we want our second spell to be well chosen. And I could just go with Prismatic Bolt, because that does seem good, but that seems too similar to Icy Blast to be worth it. I think I would want something a bit more varied, like Hailstorm might be good for AoE stuns. But also, it just says within a 15 meter radius. I would assume that kind of means a radius around me, which usually I probably don't want things getting that close to me. But I'm not sure. Vanish from one location and instantly reappear in another. So we could get Blink. That would be interesting. Also, am I able to... I am. Okay. So you are able to put these spells on this bar. You don't just have to have 2 spells there. So in theory, I could have a whole myriad of spells and just cast them situationally. Which, considering how high level you can get in this game, that's probably the best option. Just have a spell for every situation. Oh. Life force of all foes within 6 meters of the target. Upon their death, their life and mana are drawn to you. Interesting. I mean, I do like having health and mana recovery, but... And Firestorm seems to be like the Hailstorm, but more damage. I don't know. I mean, obviously Charge Mastery is pretty good, because that's the this. And we want that. But it is difficult to decide which abilities we're wanting to get. Because it really doesn't let you go backwards on that very much. And only the last 3. So if I want to get rid of this, which I don't know if I want to, because you say that it's bad, but I feel like if you get a high enough chance on it, it could actually end up being really good. Because I am planning to stick with wands, so that will end up activating on any of my attacks. Plus, if I stick with the Icy Blast instead of Prismatic Bolt, then it'll activate on the Icy Blast as well. Which could be very, very good against clumped up groups of enemies. Oh, Standing Stone. What was that even? Oh. Did I activate the Standing Stone? Not exactly a glass cannon build, but I mean, as a mage, you don't really get a ton of defense as your priority. So somewhat. Yeah, and I guess the Standing Stone, we accidentally destroyed it because of AoE damage. Well, we'll decide on skill points in a minute. Don't have to do that right this second. Okay, and that reopens this. Only 8 to 10 for this. We can go in there. Oh, and since we leveled up, can we use the helmets? We could use this one, at the very least. Okay, and that gives us focus. I guess we will probably move over to this one once we get to level 13. Just because mana regen would probably be good. Especially if I get better miscellaneous spells. Though I haven't had too much luck finding too good a ones of those. I mean, the running one is probably very nice, but really, other than that, the best one I have is just summon archers. Oh, identify scroll. Another one. Oh, hi. Bloodlord. That's kind of an edgy name. Oh, that was the haunted effect, wasn't it?
Your pet is badly wounded.
My pet is badly wounded. You guys have a lot of HP. This guy's just absorbs so much damage. Oh, and you just teleported. Is that something that they can do, or is that something the random thing did? I'm not sure.
Your pet has fled.
Oh, great. Fire, guys.
Your pet is wounded.
That's not the right one. I want to summon archers. Oh, I got the little Mike Wazowski guys here. Every time I see these things, I think that they look like the little kid monster from Monsters Inc. that bites Mike Wazowski. They just look exactly like it. I don't know why. And just call down lightning on him, that's normal. Did that thing just turn a skeleton into another one of him? I thought they couldn't do that with skeletons. And I don't know what the vortex does exactly, but it looks rather fancy. Probably damage over time or something. Yeah, it kind of sucks not having AoE damage on my normal attacks, because I'm used to, you know, playing engineer. So having big sweeping attacks is kind of the norm for me. But I guess the spells give plenty of AoE. Oh, that's fun. How did one big skeleton with a shield come out of a big pile of small skeletons that don't have any shields? Not sure how that works exactly. I wonder if I can... I can. Just summon it. Wait, that's a boss Vile Nasher thing? I don't... Have I ever seen that before? I don't think I have. It's not very threatening because it keeps running away, but you know. That's probably why I don't remember seeing many bosses of it, because it's not especially difficult, I guess. Yeah, he just keeps running like a big baby. It doesn't really help that it's teleporting. Oh, it blinds them? Oh, that makes sense. Oh, and see ya, boss. Okay, this guy's finally down. It took a long time. You just would not stand still. Okay. Now, where are we exactly? I was kind of just on autopilot. I think? Yeah, that was all just a dead end. So that's all that was down there. We just need to go one of the other options. Okay, and this loops back to where we were. Those fast skeletons are not my favorite. And there's more, of course. Okay. Oh, more of the shamblers.
Your pet is wounded.
Take out the little Mike Wazowski guys. Good. Oh, and there's the boss. Okay. So we know where that is.
I am wounded.
Ow. Dang archers. Can you stop with the life, you know, the life draining and all that? It is not very appreciated. Alright then. Just a casual meteor falling on their head as normal. How a meteor gets into the dungeon, I don't think we'll ever really know. But because it benefits me, we just will not ask questions. Boss time. This is gonna be interesting. Hopefully we're sufficiently leveled for this.
I am wounded.
Sadly, we're having to use multiple potions, even though I really shouldn't be as stingy with the potions as I usually am. And there's another meteor. I do like the meteors, though. Don't get me wrong. Another one. The only issue with the meteor is how delayed it is. Like, all the other effects kind of just happen instantly when you hit them, but the meteor takes its sweet time coming in. Oh great, there's more up here. Okay, we've cleared it out, and we're at pretty good HP and very good charge. So let's get this going, I suppose. That's why you don't like the skill? Is it because it's just like inconsistent? Like, sometimes it could do amazing things, and other times it does absolutely nothing. Well, that's a lot of units. Oh, we teleported him back.
Your pet has fled.
Ow. Do not like those archers.
Not enough mana.
Your pet has fled.
Get the archers out of here. Because, yeah, last time we were fighting this boss, I had no issue with the archers because I was the melee guy. But my brother was having a lot of trouble with the archers, and now I see why. Because they do a lot of damage, evidently. If you're not, you know, built to handle a bunch of damage. Make our way around to the archers,
My mana is
take
low.
them out as much as we can.
Not enough mana.
Well, honestly, this boss fight is going better here than it was when my brother and I were trying to do it. Okay, archers are taken out again. Ow. Okay, he's almost down to half health. More players, the stronger the enemies are. That actually makes a lot of sense as well.
My mana is low.
And since we were playing with 2 players on Elite, it's definitely gonna have the enemies doing a lot of damage. Oh, there's that meteor.
mana.
We're almost to the charge again. That is a lot of meteorites. Okay. Oh, yeah, we get charge again. Just spam him. He's going down. There we go. Oh, and things are still here. Okay. I kind of thought all the guys he summoned would just disappear once he died, but... Oh, and there's another meteor. Okay. Ugh. Not too bad, though. Not bad at all. Magic finding luck. I still don't know how good that is exactly. But this is part of the Ghastly set as well. I don't know. It doesn't seem like both of the items aren't spectacular, so it's hard to decide which one is slightly better than the other. Oh, and you're full up. Just send you back to town. A trap. That's fine. That's not one of the bad traps. Okay, got everything here, I think. Eight focus and more armor, yes please. And ring also identified at 15. What level are we now? 14? 12, yeesh. I don't know how many identify things we have, so press enter. That doesn't really do it, just opens the chat. Let's see. And we have just the one skill point left as well. I am liking the bizarre effects slash breakdance. Oh, is that a thing? Does that actually work? I've never actually tried typing things in chat. Even when I'm playing. Oh yeah, it does definitely work. All right then. Okay, but how is my character so good at breakdancing? How does that work exactly? Does every character just, you know, before you become an adventurer, you get a breakdancing manual? Honestly, it sounds pretty accurate. Well, that's a good wand. Well, at least good damage on a wand. Might not be a good wand itself, per se. But I'll take it. It's better than my, you know, secondary wand here. Oh, and it's got the same ice one, which is much better, because the poison one kind of moves really slowly. Slash emotes. Oh, there's a lot. Is that all of them? I can't really scroll up or... Oh, I can scroll up. Oh. It just doesn't scroll up or down with the mouse wheel. That is a lot. What have I done? I don't know. Very regretful of a recent action. Interesting. So it's just despair. All right then. That's interesting. I haven't ever tried emotes in this game. That's pretty cool. Let's see, where else have we not been? We haven't been over here, but this just looks like a little dead end. Oh, there's actually enemies here. Alright then. They weren't even in the world yet, so I couldn't hit a. Oh, I like that. That is very nice. I mean, sometimes it didn't seem like the meteor was doing that much damage, but there it kind of just obliterated those guys. Although I do wonder if the bizarre effects actually scale with your level or not. I would assume they'd have to. Because by the late game, I'm pretty sure 300 damage from a meteor would do almost nothing. Whereas at this point, it's kind of amazing. So, I don't know if that's scaling. It will always do similar amounts of damage. Or not. I don't know. We'll have to see, I guess. We can get rid of most of this. Probably want focus and mana more than vitality. %13 FCR. What is FCR? Was that on an item? I don't know. Anyway. Yeah, what is FCR exactly? Faster cast rate? Oh, really? Oh yeah, because I guess that means that while I'm casting these spells, I would be just firing out 13% more. Because I'd be able to fire it more often. Of course, then I'd burn through more mana. But then if I stack up more mana items... And which one was it that had the cast rate? That was this. I mean, that's such a big hit to damage on either of them. That's probably not... I mean, if that was on like a ring or something, I'd definitely get it. But as it is, I mean, although I suppose the 13% cast rate, if my charge bar is full, that'll just increase my overall DPS while the charge is is active. Because then I'll be able to shoot these 13% faster. And it would be free, thus I wouldn't have to worry about mana constraints. So maybe that would outweigh it. Let's see. So if I replace that with that, and probably replace this with that. Okay, they still both have the ice attack. And now... That's that. And what about without this? It looks kind of the same to me. I guess 13% wouldn't really be that easy to see just by kind of eyeballing it. Oh, 320 damage. I don't know what that was that did 320 damage, but I appreciate it. And meteor. And you can definitely tell when the meteor's coming, because the entire thing... Oh, you have a 1 second cooldown on Ice Blast, so it doesn't work for spells with cooldown. Oh. Interesting. So we'll keep this one in mind. Ooh. Can't use it, but interesting. We'll keep this one in mind for now, in case we get a spell that has no cooldown. Because it doesn't say a cooldown on here, as far as I can tell. But yeah, you're right. When I use it, it has a cooldown there. I wonder what abilities wouldn't have a cooldown. Right, there it says cooldown. Here it doesn't necessarily say a cooldown. Are you sure that's not just a global cooldown? Although I guess there might be spells that don't have a global cooldown. I don't know. Not really sure how to tell that exactly. Oh, but I guess here has a mana cost per second, which probably means that it doesn't have a cooldown. It just, you know. Prismatic Bolt also doesn't have a cooldown. Interesting. Oh, here comes a meteor. Nice. It only like hit one of them, but that's fine. There's a lot of those guys. And of course the focus activates right as there's nothing around to use it on. Okay, so this area seems rather cleared out. Oh, except for you. There we go. So we can go down south and there's more stuff there, or there's, yeah, there's the pirate dungeon there. So let's just go right into the pirate dungeon because we're next to it. 8 to 11. Yeah, and this place isn't too scary. I think things have some high DPS, but not very high damage output, luckily. How far did I get in this game? As I think an engineer, I got up to the point where I stopped getting new, like, full-on regions, and it just started giving me, like, randomized dungeons that I could go into, I think. So I kind of got, not to max level, obviously, because it just keeps going after that point, but up to a pretty high level, and up to the end of the main regions of the game, I believe. But I only ever got there on an engineer, and then I got probably up to the desert a couple times on Outlanders, but I've never played Ember Mage, so skeletons, get them. They're not getting very frozen. Oh, there they are. It just is a bit difficult to freeze them, it looks like. Or I'm just getting very unlucky. All with him blinded. He doesn't even come after me. Ow. Had one on New Game 5? Really? Well, you can go into New Game Plus with this? I was not aware of that. I don't think I ever tried. Don't need two-handed hammer, probably. And this is just a better ring, it looks like. That's good. Oh, we can use the helmet now. It gives us mana regen. Because, yeah, this will give us 8 focus, but focus only... And that gives us magic damage, but... I do think you're probably right that the regen is better. Monsters just get stronger. Interesting. That would be pretty fun, though, to have, like, your endgame items and be able to go through the game again from the start. Oh, that's not great. Explosion, very nice. One shot that guy somehow, very nice. Ow. Yeah, I should not try to box the crab. But yeah, there's a lot of different builds that you can go in this game. Like, I could have gone... I don't think I've ever played Berserker either. And I've never gone for a character that has a shield, which might be interesting. Oh, get a meteor. Oh, blocked it. Okay. How do you block a meteor? I don't know. You get back here. You played your mage with a shield? Oh. I mean, that makes sense, actually. Because if you're relying entirely on your spells instead of weapons, then you could go entirely into, you know, as defensive as you can. If only you could have 2 shields on at once. You don't have very much healing going on still. You gotta be a bit careful. Or just use a potion and stop being stingy, but you know. Does that sound like something I would do? Not really. One that gives 35% to all damage. Okay, that's kind of overpowered. Because, yeah, then you wouldn't even need to use the wand. You would just need to have it equipped, and it would increase all your spells by 35%. Oh, meteor him. You know, surprisingly, the meteor does not have a big impact zone. Oh, hi. Oh, I love that blind, though. So if it hits the enemy just right, they just kind of sit there and let you pummel on them for a solid, like, 10 seconds. Which is great for my kiting build. Oh, there's so many executes in a row. 5 socketed shield. Full transcended set. I think I've seen pieces of the transcended set. Of course, I don't think I was ever able to use it because I believe that's an Ember Mage only thing. And maybe I haven't even seen a piece of it, I'm not sure. Oh. Skeletons, get in there. Be my temporary pet. What is that? I keep seeing like a little yellow symbol over their head. I assume it's one of my random effects, but I'm not sure what it does.
Is wounded.
This is so much easier when I'm not in melee. Because this boss I had a lot of trouble on in melee. Because he just summons a bunch of things that do a lot of damage. Best mage set? Well, maybe someday I'll get it. Oh, blinded him. Perfect. Oh, he is not blind anymore. Okay.
Your pet has fled. Your pet has fled.
Nice.
Your pet has fled.
You know, I wonder if my pet has fled. 'Cause, yeah, I'm getting a slight inclination that that may have happened. Why am I just going... Why were all my bolts just going straight through that guy? That was not very nice of it. Let's steal a treasure that is hopefully not mimics. Okay, good. Played this game a lot, yeah. Makes sense. All damage reduction skulls. I guess that it does make sense that you would go with a lot of damage reduction as a mage. You know, just try to get survivability on top of all your spells doing a lot of damage. Because, yeah, shields do seem very good. I should play a lot more of this game. Like, I should try a build where I have a one-hander with a shield. I should try... I should play another one of my Outlander builds and actually, you know, get to the late game with that. Because I don't think I've ever gotten super late game with an Outlander. I think as far as I've gotten was the...
You have gained
like the desert area, I think. Just mid-game, I think? Maybe semi-late game? I don't quite know. Although I think the... This is the exact same gloves. Okay.
Your pet can't
Oh.
carry anymore.
2% all damage? Nah.
Your pet has departed.
This is like Act 2? Ah. How many acts are there? Because I don't fully remember all the areas my main character went through. I remember all the starting areas up until the snowy one. I remember the desert area. I remember there was this werewolf woods area. And I remember, I think this was past the end of the game, was this 4 or 5? Oh. There's like this big tower area as well. That was all mechanical and almost like a Dwemer ruin, as far as it is about how I could describe it. Oh, but I wanted to show off my shared stash, because this is like a lot of the loot that I've gotten over the eons that I used to play this back in the day. I have 2 of these rings, which I guess we'll finally be able to use one of them because I'm finally playing an Ember Mage. And I've got a lot of just random stuff in here of all different levels. Like I have things of like this, level 50, and then other things like level 9 and level 5. So really a mixed bag of stuff in here. But some of the stuff is real high level. At least comparatively to how far most of my characters end up getting. So some decent stuff. I bet your shared stash is a lot more impressive though. If you even put anything in the shared stashes, I'm not sure. Oh yeah, but there was a wand in here. How good is this? Only 60 DPS, but higher range, chance to immobilize, and a higher chance for crit damage. Or no, it's just increased crit damage, not a higher chance to crit. Interesting. That probably would have been good if I'd picked that up earlier. Transmute unique items for a random new one? Really? Like of any level? Or is it like, will it just give you, if you give them like a level 6 unique item, will it give you another level 6 one? Or possibly is it just, it gives you one of your level? Because that would be pretty overpowered. Oh, and there's another wand, but that's higher level. But that's pretty good. Where's level 22? What level am I right now? Not 22. Nowhere near. Okay. Well, I think that I'll be leaving it there for today. We finished the pirate area, which is quite nice. And we'll get back to this. And hopefully next time we'll get to a point that we can start using some of this stuff, like some of the wands I have in here. Because there's some good stuff. I mean, this, I should have really picked this up before, because I think I've out-leveled it already. I think both of these are better, at least DPS-wise. I suppose the longer range would be really good, and the immobilization would be probably kind of broken against certain enemies. But yeah, this one I'm looking forward to, because that looks nice. It kind of fits my build with all the different random things happening, just having 4 different damage types. Although it might be like in Dark Souls, where having multiple damage types is a bad thing, because then you're splitting your damage, and it goes through multiple of the enemy's elemental protections simultaneously, and thus lowers the overall damage. But I don't know. We'll see how that goes. But I remember picking this up and holding on to this because I knew eventually I'd want a wand build, but I didn't know when. Oh, I could use this right now. Oh, because it just takes a ton of focus to equip. Alright, I'll put that on. Fancy. New necklace thing. It's pretty nice. Depends on the item level. Oh, that makes sense. Okay, well, thank you for coming to the stream. I'll see you guys next time. And, goodbye.